So today we have Janet. She's a nurse practitioner at Sick Kids right now. I have a lot to talk about her, but I'm sure she has more to tell to you guys.
Thank each and every one of you for coming out on a Friday night and spending time here with me. So university was the greatest challenge I was faced with, and I know I'm lucky that if that was the greatest challenge in my life up until that point. But a turning point was in my third year when I finally decided to smarten up a little bit with a lot of encouragement from my parents. My dad was optimistic and he did some research and told me nursing in Canada is a great career choice with many different job opportunities. I decided to pursue nursing. There was a lot of excitement and it was amazing to make real money. I think I spent my first paycheck, like all of it, at Aritzia, and it felt great. But after the 6-month mark, I started to feel a little bit more comfortable in the job and gained a little bit of more confidence, and I think that helped me continue on. I didn't know what perseverance was, but I just kept going even if things got really hard, and I relied on my support system. And I got through it, and I was actually really well in both school and work. Her cousin Ellie, who was living in Geneva at the time, responded with, "You're in healthcare, why don't you apply for an internship at the World Health Organization?" That's Ellie in the red scarf. So this internship really led to a lot of personal growth. I learned about myself and I learned about the world. One of the most impactful realization and learning was that at WHO, which is a global organization that leads worldwide public health practices, lacked female leaders and had minimal nursing representation at decision-making tables. So this realization actually motivated me to stick to nursing, and I wanted to participate in these important decisions. So I came back to Toronto after 4 months and returned to my nursing job at Sick Kids and returned to my last semester of the master's program. Worked throughout my master's. I had almost up to 3 years. The internship was a great experience, and I felt prepared because my master's program also prepared me. So I was able to submit the application that day at work in between caring for my patients, and it eventually led to my dream job. It truly was everything I have ever wanted, traveling to exotic places all over the world, working with different partners, experiencing their culture and collaborating with them to improve children's health and their outcomes. So I now work with children and youth who struggle with their mental health for various reasons. I've been so lucky. The challenges I had in my life were mostly the ones I signed up for myself. I'm so grateful to have experienced life the way I have lived with such a strong network of supports, and for that I want to give back. And I believe I can do it through this role, and that's what makes this job really rewarding. Some of the kids that I see who show up to the emergency room as Sick Kids with really negative thoughts. As adults, the problems might seem so small. For example, a lot of teens after a breakup with their significant other would have suicidal ideations and show up to the emergency room. It is the hardest thing. So I hope that I can make positive impact on their lives, catch them when they're still young, so they grow up to experience, live, and enjoy life and contribute meaningfully to society as adults. So to summarize, I'm going to try to tie it back to the 3 themes. So it's never too late to learn. So stay curious, keep learning, and keep growing, and always strive to be more interested than interesting. There will always ups and downs in your professional life, but also in your personal life. I didn't mention the personal life stuff in the presentation, but trust me, there was a lot of drama throughout. And I think we don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we challenge ourselves. And when the the challenge becomes too hard, you can take a break. It's not important how fast you get there, because everybody has their own timing. But I will say, always be prepared for the next opportunity and the challenge, because when it's in front of you, you better be ready for it. So I told you I didn't know what the meaning of perseverance was, especially when I was younger. And it definitely was not something I had in me either, and like it just came out from somewhere. Like my parents will say she definitely does not have perseverance. So what I think it is it's something that comes with repetition and practice. This means even if you don't think it's in you, if you just keep at it, it'll become like a habit, just like what that quote says. And that was the case for me. So I like to end by saying, wherever you are in your story, be curious and strive to be interested. Ask questions, talk to a lot of people, and just send people like mass text messages. Challenge yourself to continue to grow and just stick it out, because perseverance comes with more practice.